I'm giving you guys 6 minutes in the gym with John, Marty, and Richie Rich Ingram. Talking about practice mindset. Get out of here, Keith.
Oh, man, this is a 6 minutes for a topic like this. I think just coming out of the gate, when it comes down to it, in the gym, what do? We repeat shit over and over. So the idea of practicing repetition is the foundation of what the gym is all about. I think the first thing we got to look is we got to understand, we got to look at the fact that's you're never going to escape that, accept that, embrace it, because you're going to get better when you lean deep into that.
So do you have any kind of method going into it? So I know some of us just innately can start this thing, but if I'm newer to creating the type of mindset that's required to keep showing up, like, where do I start?
That's a great question. When it comes down to it, Marty and I were just talking about, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about expectations. I think the key is create some very simple, actionable expectations for yourself. And obviously, Rich, you and I talk about brain chemistry. And when you have a simple step and you execute it, your brain's going to dump some pretty good chemistry on you. It's especially dopamine. It's the do it again drug. You do something, it's okay, check, do it again.
You there, Johnny?
Yeah,
okay.
I think you got
Johnny
frozen up.
Johnny froze. So
it's
that
a
was
good
actually
picture of him, though. Yeah, you keep
great picture.
Yeah,
I was going to say that's actually a great start with expectations. I was going to say, Johnny, we lost you, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I'm just going to take over. All right,
go for it, brother. Go.
All right, Johnny started with expectations. I think structure is next. All right, you got to develop a structure that you can stick with. All right, when you stick with that structure and you master it, boom, confidence is going to go up, right? Mm-hmm. And then that's going to change your whole mindset towards the gym. Now, instead of going in there nervous, maybe a little scared, now you're going in there attacking the day, looking forward to it, right? What's next? Let me try to get some heavier weight. Let me ask John Anderson what he does on chest day. Let me ask. Now you're going into different areas of the gym when you start to master that structure.
And now,
go ahead.
For me, I work out to supplement cardio, so I'm on a different thing. But for you guys, as far as goal setting, we were talking about being nervous earlier. How do you guys, like, what are some of the goals that y'all set, and then the micro steps? How do you manage if you have a big, like John, a big meet coming up or a big show? Like, what's the mindset practice that you tackle to get there?
Goodness, and the stuff that I was always involved in, it was really a do or die mindset. Meaning you put your mind in a space where, look, I got to get this job done, and no pun intended, if I lose an arm in the process, it's okay.
Life goes on, man.
But what I'm getting is, I don't know that's really applicable for those that are listening, because not many people get into that space when it comes to pursuing something that incorporates the gym, maybe saving a kid in a burning building or something like that. But anyway, so I think to take this and be actionable for our listeners, I think really the key is goal orientation is key. You definitely want to have some goals because they're checkpoints in your journey. But I think the key is to really create a way that you want to do this, because when you create a position where you want to do something, it's very easy to do it. And once you start to do something because you want to regularly, that mindset gets locked in, and think about you, Rich, you, Marty. We do this stuff because we want to. It's a piece of us. It's become who we are. And I think when it comes down to it, that's the deepest part of the mindset. It's just who we are. And so to get there, I think what you got to do is you got to focus on getting there, and focus on having a good experience in the gym. So you associate wanting to do it again. Because coming out of the gate, showing up is a tough one. That's the first step. And then if you can show up and you can execute that session in a way where, damn, that was good, I want to do it again tomorrow, that is going to help the development of that mindset that we're talking about here. And when you practice that every day, like I said, pretty soon, it's just who you are. And once a mindset or a habit is who you are, it's just automatic at that point. And I think when it comes down to it, what do we want? We want to be able to execute really difficult shit every day on autopilot. When you're doing that, you're separating yourself from the pack. like a motherfucker. Excuse my language.
And I think you got to have that mindset too. I'm going to kill my opponent and I'm going to step on their throats. That's the approach you have to have in the gym, because whatever your goal is, right, that's the win for you. If you approach with the average mindset, with that comfortable mindset, you're going to get an average ass result, and you're not going to get what you initially wanted in the gym. So you have to have that mindset. And whatever your goal is, whether it's to get stronger, increase your endurance, whoever it is you emulate or you want to be like, they more than likely have that mindset. Like, they're more than likely locked in 1,000%. Nobody reaches their goal. Oh, we'll see what I'll do today. Richie doesn't go to the race. Oh, I'll see how I place today. I guarantee Richie's like, I'm going to kill all these motherfuckers that's racing with me. So I'm sure, John, you going in the strongman competition with that same mindset. Or whether, even if it was your wrestling, I know some of it was staged, but still,
not some of it, all of it. Let's be
all of it was staged, yeah. But you got that mindset towards your role and your match or whatever it is. So
no,
definitely.
When Mike Tyson, when he was interviewed, when it him that the interviewer said, well, you know, why do you wake up so early to run? He said, because I know the other guys, and if they wake up earlier, I fucking won't sleep. That's the mindset that I fucking love. And now you were a D1 athlete, right? So you're talking, you're in the gym. Now you're doing this. Is your mindset attacking these principles of consistency the same, or does it change in the different environment?
No, it's the same, man. It's the same. And I tell you what, the thing I got from D1 is you really can't sleep on your opponent. You go to the freaking Midwest and you're playing South Middle Valley bubblefuck state, they'll whip your ass if you're bullshitting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They will crush you. And I've had the privilege to beat top 25 teams and beat some high majors because they thought that my team was trash. That's the one thing I've learned. And it's the same applies to business. It applies to having a girl. Somebody will steal your girl, you know? So it's the same thing. The gym going to keep me on points. Yep.
And I think the last thing that we should put on the table here about this whole, we're talking about mindset and talking about the gym, is that, I mean, I established my mindset in the gym. I established my work. I established the skill sets that I applied to the rest of my life that made me successful. So just remember, this mindset that we're talking about with the gym, just like Marty said, it's applicable to all areas of your life. So don't think for a second that you're wasting time when you're developing your mindset in the gym, because you're practicing a skill set that will translate to everywhere.
All right, we are in the gym with John and Marty, wrapping up the segment here. You got Keith Billis here, John Anderson, Steve Marty Fitter, and of course our friend Rich Ingram here. Great session, guys. Listen, it all starts up here. All right, so next up, it's time for Community Corner.